Sven-Arts. I have a mixed nationality. I'm half Danish, half Flemish, and I work as a leadership. I work into leadership development, and I follow the United Nations observances. And as we entered in 2015 into the International Decade for People of African Descent, I started reaching out to people of African descent, and that's how I got in touch with the European overseas countries and territories, and eventually with some passionate people from Go Digital who had themselves a background of being from the overseas countries and territories from the United Kingdom. Together with Natasha Johnston, we then developed a project on Erasmus Plus Caribbean, where we won a tender at the EU level to go and explain the Erasmus Plus program on exchanging students, exchanging trainers, exchanging sports people, and exchanging professionals, also into the Caribbean overseas countries and territories. And today this crystallized into a visit from people from Go Digital who are based in Nottingham, here into the European quarter, and we've been visiting Brussels both time-wise, how it came about, Brussels as a capital city, the long tradition of bringing people together in a neutral territory, and both also in a geographical way, how and where Brussels is situated. And then we visited, of course, the European quarter with the European Parliament, where we are now, European Commission, and so forth.
Today we had a very informative visit today at the European Parliament in Brussels. We met the Glenis Willmott MP for East Midlands, Labour MP for MEP for East Midlands. It's a really informative talk where we talked about the impact of Brexit and where we're at in relation to our departure from the European Union. And we brought young people with us from Nottingham, from different cities in the UK, so that they could understand what the processes are in the EU Parliament. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There is more work to do in relation to allowing our communities to understand the political processes that govern us, and I'm so pleased that I brought a group here. And I look forward to doing more work like this in the future. There's a range of issues that we have to tackle and do projects in relation to young people, to women. We heard about the digital inclusion agenda from another MEP. Unfortunately, I've missed her name, but she's a very nice Scottish MEP who has responsibility for the digital agenda. This is a brilliant place to learn. It's very accessible. I would encourage all people who don't understand the political processes to make contact with their MPs and their MEPs to try and arrange visits to places like Parliament so they can become more informed and they can basically exercise their democratic rights to be able to understand the processes that govern them and get involved. Thank you very much. This has been a great experience.
Hi, I'm an international volunteer from France. I work in Go Digital since September, and I'm here for 10 months. And today I have the chance to visit Brussels with Go Digital thanks to the European Union. So it was a really amazing and interesting travel. We visited a lot of places, we met a lot of people, nice people, friendly. I have the chance to speak French too, because in Belgium they are francophone, they speak French. And we visited the European Parliament. It's an amazing place, really huge, with a lot of important persons. We met our MEP from East Midlands, and we asked her a lot of questions about her job, her task to represent England. So it was a really interesting trip, and I'm really happy to be a part of this experience.
Alors bonjour, moi je suis Catherine Ramampi, je suis une étudiante en fait française qui habite à Strasbourg, donc une capitale européenne. J'ai connu donc Natasha de Go Digital au Parlement européen de Strasbourg lors de l'événement European Youth Event organisé par le Parlement européen de Strasbourg, et c'est à ce moment-là que je me suis engagée auprès de Natasha à faire un SVE de 2 mois en Grande-Bretagne, à Nottingham, en Angleterre. Et donc, mon SVE s'est terminé fin août, mais j'ai gardé de très bonnes relations avec l'organisation parce que ça a été une expérience formidable. Du coup, Natasha m'a proposé de venir avec elle à Bruxelles cette semaine pour visiter avec eux la ville et venir au Parlement européen visiter également. Et donc voilà, on a appris plein de choses sur la ville, l'histoire, on s'est beaucoup amusé, c'était génial, le Parlement est très beau, on a pris plein de photos et voilà, on a assisté à une petite séance plénière, c'était assez sympa. Donc concrètement, c'était un excellent voyage, une très belle expérience avec Go Digital et j'espère qu'il y en aura encore et encore.
Hello, so I'm Georgia. I'm an intern at Go Digital. I studied at Nottingham Trent University. I did psychology, and through my university I got this internship. I'm the International Project Development Officer. I've helped to plan and organise this trip, and today we've come to European Parliament to speak to Glenys Wilmot, our MEP. And I think before today I really didn't know a lot about the EU like whatsoever. I knew little bits and about Brexit and things, but I think I've really learned so much today. And it's inspired me to go off and do my own research and learn a lot more.
My name is Veronica. I am here today visiting at the European Parliament. I'm here because I was invited by Go Digital, their project, promoting young people and training, intergenerational stuff and all that. But I also have my own group and my own thing I do. I promote women's health, I promote black women, women in African descent. But today, I want to just focus on today. It has been a very interesting day, very informative. I've learned a lot just talking to one of the MEPs and, just her explaining things to me about what it means to be in the EU. It's interesting and would like to know more, and that's what it's done for me today. It's inspired me to want to do more things, do more research into it, and look at it from the perspective of why is it that there are not more women of African descent in the EU because of the whole idea of colonization. We don't seem to see that, or nobody focuses on that. And then they talk about closing their borders. But I'd like to just leave you with just saying this, that they have a responsibility and an obligation to what they've done to Africa and the people of African descent.
Bonjour, moi c'est Romain, je suis volontaire européen dans le cadre d'un service volontaire européen à Go Digital. Et donc je suis venu avec cette association de Nottingham à Bruxelles et nous avons aujourd'hui la chance d'être au Parlement européen, de visiter cet endroit qui est un des endroits les plus importants d'Europe. Et nous avons eu la chance de pouvoir poser des questions à la parlementaire responsable de la région où est Go Digital, c'est-à-dire les Meadows en Angleterre. Nous avons pu lui poser des questions à propos du Brexit, à propos des questions d'ordre digital. Qu'est-ce que l'Union européenne prévoyait de faire concernant toutes les questions à propos des données qui sont collectées dans les sites internet, enfin tout ce qui utilise le digital. Donc voilà, on a pu échanger avec eux, avec elle et ses assistants sur ces sujets-là, et c'était vraiment très enrichissant. Après, on a pu faire une visite de l'hémicycle et écouter une vraie réunion pendant quelques minutes. Une vraie réunion où les parlementaires déposaient leur projet de loi et discutaient à propos de ça. C'est vraiment impressionnant de voir ce lieu qui est, encore une fois, je le rappelle, un des plus importants d'Europe parce que c'est ici que tous décident concernant l'Union européenne. Merci.